he just loves playing cricket for England.
Can he get quite down when he's injured?
Oh,
Body's letting him down.
Absolutely. And he has been through some of the most challenging rehabilitation programs, I think, probably second to Jofra. Just how he's managed his ankle, how he's managed his back, how he's managed his elbow, and the support around him has been excellent. Bowling fast is not easy, but when it is happening and it's fit and firing, it has the ability to change the pace of the game. And England will be very, very excited about seeing him and Jofra out there tonight.
England have won the toss and they will be bowling, and it'll be a pacey start if it's Archer and Wood.
And now the England lineup of the gear over the TV. Phil Sauce, Captain Josh Butler, Will Jacks, Johnny Benstow, Harry Brooke, Maureen Alley, Liam Livingston, Chris Jordan,
क्योंकि मैं लाइव जा रहा हूँ।
आपको
तेरे पास दो तीन घंटों के लिए नहीं करना कुछ भी, डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं करनी।
किसका बना के शेयर जब मुझे पता करने को चला पता हो मैंने किसी का नहीं शेयर किया मेरे पास तो मेरे कोई शेयर किया कौन ऑनलाइन पहले
क्या तुम पासवर्ड लगाओ, बातें नहीं करो, छोड़ो 1 से लेकर 8 तक। चलाया मैच चलवाया ये देखकर जाना लगाने मेरे चैनल पे देखो
International T-20 between England and Pakistan. Get ready to make some noise, get behind the team, and welcome our young players.
Well, not long to wait now. That T20 Men's Cricket World Cup starts Saturday night in Dallas. The oldest international fixture that has been in the game of cricket. USA against Canada. That is 1 AM on Sunday morning on the Sky Sports Cricket channel. West Indies, Papua New Guinea. That is 3 PM on Sky Sports Cricket on Sunday. And Sunday night, it's Namibia against Oman, 1 AM. Well, after a couple of washouts at Leeds and at Cardiff and that game at Edgbaston, England are 1-0 up going into this final game at the Oval. Please welcome the fielding team. England. Still a little bit of rain in the air, but hopefully that will clear away. The ground staff have done an excellent job because there has been some rain in South London. England haven't played an international T20 here for a decade, but they're looking forward to this one. Pakistan have fond memories of this ground. 2017 Champions Trophy final. They beat the old enemy India to claim that trophy. And they'll want to go into the World Cup with a bit of form, and they've gone back to that old partnership of Babar Azam and Mohammad Rizwan.
Led umpire for this match, Russell Warren. Fourth umpire, Graham Lloyd. Match referee for the final time, Chris Forbes.
There are the two teams who are announced at the toss. England have made one change. Mark Wood in for Reece Topley. So Wood and Archer will have the pace for England. And for Pakistan, a couple of changes. Usman Khan and Nazim Shah are in. Saeem Ayub and Imad Wasim out. Imad Wasim played really well in that one game at Edgbaston. So good memories for Pakistan here, good memories for my co-commentator Stuart Broad. Last game at the Oval, finished with a 6 with a bat and finished with a wicket. Nice to be back, Stuart.
Wonderful to be back, and wonderful to see Mark Wood getting the ball off Jofra Archer. Two of England's most exciting fast bowlers playing together here at the Oval on a pitch that we think might have a bit of pace in. There's a bit of grass on there. I think it's a good toss to win, and Mark Wood playing his first T20 for England for quite some time, 14 months. Good record, averaging 18, but we know Mark Wood's strength is all pace. He's not had a lot of bowling in recent times, so he'll be feeling the nerves. He'll have a few nerves out there bowling the first ball of an international fixture when you haven't played cricket for a bit of time, but he's got some experience there.
Edgbaston, England started with Moeen Ali and he got Rizwan out for a duck, but with grass on this pitch and Wood and Archer, it's going to be all pace, it's going to be fiery, it's going to be Wood. Well, it's a sellout crowd. There's still a few to come in because they were sheltering from the rain. And they've waited patiently. Solitary slip, looks like Moeen Ali there. Third man definitely in play with this extra pace. He's not far away from us here, Mark Wood, off a long run up. He's going to be steaming in. A bit of shape as well. Nice little bit of outswing. Is he a nervous cricketer?
Incredible nervous energy, Mark Wood. Pre going onto the field, he'll have been bouncing around in the change room, talking non-stop. But he brings that energy into his bowling. He needs that. His run-up is energetic. It's vibrant, and that is his style of bowling. So I always think it's a good thing when Woody's talking and there's nervous energy there, because he generally brings some speed with him, a bit of movement behind the bowler's arm. You want it about perfect when Mark Wood's at the far end.
As someone famously said, put that side screen between me and the bowler, not behind him. I think here, like at Trent Bridge, you know about it, the members, they sit there and they sit in front of the side screen. I think Mohammad Rizwan just wants no one to be moving around.
Maybe this is the bowler in me, but I always thought, shouldn't the batter just watch the ball?
You're an all-rounder, Stuart. And shape, yeah, we saw it in the first ball. Pace is one thing, movement and pace completely different, and two slips are in there now for the outside edge.
95 miles an hour, second ball into your spell, but as I said, the movement is what does Mohammad Rizwan here. Great late swing. She missed it by nearly a foot.
He missed that by a mile. and get up the other end. That's the other way of playing fast bowling. I think there were two noises there, and given as a run. So communication from Rizwan to Barber. There is a bit of outswing. This was the variation, the nip backer.
Very dangerous balls. When you get that away swing, the follow-up ball that nips back, if Mark Wood was a little bit fuller, bring the stumps into play early in an innings, that's very difficult to lay bat on. There's definite movement out there. There's moisture in the pitch, sawdust going down in the foot marks. As a bowler, you always try and scratch that just to sort of see what the grip will be like. Mark Wood quite often falls on the floor when he bowls, and that can be due to lack of grip.
Well, they're going to need the class here, Barber, as he is a touch player. And you can just try and use the pace. Try and stroke it away square of the wicket. Slip in a gully for Barber. And there is that touch. First ball to the Pakistan captain, dispatched to the boundary.
Beautiful shot, 96 miles an hour from Mark Wood. It went that pace off the middle of the bat, just straying onto middle and leg, maybe hoping for a bit more swing than he got. That is one of Babar Azam's great strengths. Tucked it, big gap at mid-wicket. If you hit it on the ground here at the Oval, it generally runs away for four.
And that would get the ball wet as well, and they stop it swinging. He wants two. I don't think he's going to get it. No.
Since we saw that second ball swing, it hasn't swung again, has it? Mark Wood is trying to get the ball to move away from the right-handed batter. You can tell what the line he's bowling. He's hoping that he gets a bit of movement to the off stump or just outside, particularly with Moeen Ali to slip, but maybe the ball has just got a little bit damp and stopped swinging.
Straight again, clipped again, but not with the timing that Barber had on this boundary. Archer does well. 8 for nothing.
After the first over, Pakistan 8 without loss. The ICC implemented a new stop clock between overs in the limited overs international matches. The clock is played on the big screen, and the third side is expected to start a new over within 60 seconds of the completion of the previous over. Failure to do so will result in 2 warnings, with such which is leading to a 5-1 penalty for that incident. Bowling for England at the box line, number 22. Jofra Archer.
Well, big cheer as there was at Edgbaston because he's back. His first over was expensive at Edgbaston, but he came back with a couple of wickets. Outstanding pace bowler. It seems to make it look so easy. We know physically it's not. Late dab. He does, doesn't he? He makes bowling fast look so easy. Just jogs in. Even at the end, sometimes bowlers jogging at the end, there's real effort. Jofra just gets close to the stumps and almost in his run-up, just lets it go at 90 miles an hour.
He's got incredible attributes. He's got a brilliant brace front leg, that delivery. which allows him to get very high in his release and great whip.
Back together. Saeem Ayub was earmarked to open the batting leading up to the World Cup. They gave him a chance. These two historically were the ones that have been at the top of the order, have played brilliantly together. They felt they needed to break them up. They've gone back to the old partnership on the verge of a World Cup. Wide given. Call came from the square leg umpire, just telling umpire Saggers that was too high. Yeah, overhead high.
Spent the last 30 seconds going, terrible call, bad decision, then the replay comes on. Well done. The way this pairing got split up opening the batting was strike rate, wasn't it? They didn't feel like they were making use of the power play enough. So the pressure builds pretty quickly when you get a few dots on either Babar Azam or Rizwan. So that's what the press and the fans are talking about, strike rate. That will be on both of these players' minds.
Yeah, part of it's because of the middle order, and they still feel with their middle order and lower order 20 overs is a long time, so they do have to bat long. Can't quite find the timing. It's 13 for none after 2. Both bowlers just looking at the foothold. Stuart Broad mentioned it with the wet outfield and damp conditions, how much they slip. Wood has said, I will have that slip in. There was a bit of debate with Butler. Moeen had moved away into the ring offside, but Wood said, no, I'll have a slip. And also Adil Rashid has come up. Got to be straight with this field. Beautifully placed. Lovely timing.
Markwood puts a slip in, so he's looking for a way swing, goes a little bit fuller to try and see if that swing is still there. Rizwan onto that length and times it away, slightly off the bottom of the bat, but runs away pretty nicely. Markwood did end up on the floor after bowling that ball, so it proves it's a little bit slippy out there as well.
That is what you get at the Oval. It's such a good cricket pitch. Pace bowlers love it, spin bowlers historically love it, but batters, you get value because it comes onto the bat.
Particularly hitting square of the wicket. So many pitches aligned here at the Oval. If you just beat the infield there, just with guidance, the opening of the face, just to pick that gap in between points and cover. You don't need to run for those, they always go to the boundary.
He's the sort of bowler that needs those footholds right, doesn't he? He's messing with those footholds, he's not happy with the footholds.
Yeah, that can also be a bit of a nervous movement as well. You just want to settle in. You've 9 balls into your international comeback after a bit of time, hasn't played since the India Test tour. It's your mind, you're just trying to control your emotions, just focus on delivering that ball where you want to do it. He's over-pitched twice. First 2 balls of this over.
splice the bat. Deep in his crease there, way back nearly onto his stumps, Barber. The uppercut. Wood thinks he's got a toe end of the bat on it, but the less convinced. No review. 23 for none. Wood thought he heard something. He saw the deflection, which was actually the ball just swerving. It was way away from the bat.
Yeah, Rizwan will feel like he missed out there actually. You get any bat on that, at that pace, it disappears into the stand. Clearly a long way away from it, but there was definitely, as captain, in the best place to spot that there was no edge on that.
Change in the attack. Chris Jordan from the Vauxhall end. Oh, toss. I'm not sure he picked it up particularly well there.
Rodney was questioning whether it was a slow ball, but it wasn't. It's just done him in the length, a bit fuller than he thought. Actually swing that ball away. This one does have that slow ball where his fingers go down the back of the ball. He gets that straight, that's trouble.
Just feeling the pressure here now, the Pakistan captain. In a power play, 7 from 10. Just getting a bit frustrated.
Yeah, you get that feeling that it's going to be boundary or out coming our way, because he's hit the field a couple of times with some nice strikes. He's also like a bit of intense on dabbing dot balls down. The big shot is coming.
Pressure is building. And over extra cover. 4 all out, Stuart Broad said it was the boundary option.
Yeah, not far from Phil Solder. Extra cover. Jordan over pitches, gives width. Crucially, you can't afford to do at the Oval is give width. Rosdam is not going to miss out on that. Sorry to go aerial with it. No fielders up there. You get full reward.
Through the offside, back-to-back boundaries, 4,000 international T20 runs for Babar Azam.
Yeah, high quality player. There's a lot of runs, 4,000, and also showing his quality was under pressure. We were talking at the start of this over, is it going to be boundaries or is it going to be out? And then he goes back to back boundary. I think Chris Jordan will be frustrated with himself, bowling two full and wide deliveries. A player of his quality is not going to miss out on that.
There is that milestone, 4,002 now in this format. Only Virat Kohli has more. Brings her out the field change, 2 boundaries through the offside. Sweeper goes out. Full toss, goes to the sweeper. Barber wants 2. He gets back.
Interesting field change, putting the field on the offside. It's almost covering the bad delivery. There's no way in your bowling plan you're looking to bowl 6 down full and wide at this stage in the game with potential movement in the pitch, but maybe Chris Jordan has just thought, I'm not settled here, I've not got it quite right, give me a little bit of cover on the offside boundary in case I can't quite get my line right for the rest of this over.
Slow ball. Excellent change, excellent variation. 33 for none. Usman Khan brought into the side, he's in next, and Fakhar Zaman, who looked in great touch at edge pass. In fact, he's been in good touch in that position at 4. He's a good player of spin, and he is Pakistan's cleanest hitter of a ball. You could argue if they can't arm it at the death, it's in well. First look at spin, Moeen Ali in the power play. Well, 3 overs in the power play at Edgbaston. Mid-off and mid-on are up, so there is the option to go down the ground. Tries to go down the ground. It's not dissimilar to the shot he got out to at Edgbaston where he hacked it to mid-wicket. This was first over on the run chase at Edgbaston. Pried it over the top, just dragged it to mid-wicket. That's how you do it, Rizzy. That's how you do it. Watch your skipper at the other end.
Yeah, it's a difficult field to bowl to. It's an off-spinner to right-handers with both mid-off and mid-on back, especially to someone like Babar Azam. Just dances down, gets to the pitch, makes it full and calmly lasers it back over Moeen's head above the side screen.
Mid-on went back, so it gives them the option. Just pushing it down there. Holds his shape. We showed you the Rizwan dismissal, but he just holds his shape beautifully when he hits down the ground. Babar Azam.
Yeah, it looks less frantic, doesn't it? It looks calmer, it's a bit smoother. That's when it throws his feet a bit out to the left and maybe he just loses balance slightly, whereas Babar Azam's head was beautifully still. Eyes were level.
Will be two. Big plane surface just placed into the gap.
It's not easy over to bowl actually for Moeen Ali. Fifth of the power play, off spinner, right-handed batters in. They've had a look, they've faced 13, 16 balls. Only 2 fielders allowed outside the circle.
He went down on one knee for the leg down. Mark Wood goes down on both knees, but he can't stop it. Excellent over for Pakistan. 14 from it, 47 for none.
47 without loss. Pakistan, after losing the toss, sent into bat by England's Joss Butler. Picked up the run rate in the last 10 or so deliveries. Really been aggressive. Sign of more swing. Jofra Archer, his second over and the final over of the power play. Slower ball. Aruj Mumtaz joins me. Aruj, what have you made of the new opening?
Long. It was just about whether they were making enough use of that power play, enough use of those 6 overs with the boundary restriction and the hard new ball. And that's where Saim Mayub was plugged in to provide a little bit of impetus. Well, they've gone back to it.
Goes offside this time. There is a man in the deep. Phil Salted is excellent work. It was a huge amount of ground, and then the athleticism. The dive, control himself, saves 2.
That was a real good effort. The ball was travelling. It came out very quickly off the blade of the batter. Across the turf. Gets down in time. Gets down and gets the ball inside as well. Certain stop for 2.
Looks offside again, but a lot of touch. It's Salt. This time going to his left, previously to his right, yet again. Saves 2 more, and that brings up the 50 for Pakistan. Really have shown a lot of class today. Not easy conditions to start with. Ball swinging around, good bounce off the surface. Right smile from Archer. Really appreciates the efforts from Salt. Offside and harder. Can Salt do anything? No, he can't. Excellent shot from Badr Azam.
Just on the charge now, the Pakistan skipper. He heard the sound, the crunch of the bat, and an aim to dominate as well, just shimming down the track as well, trying to get control, trying to assert authority, one of the best in the business, and that is some shot. to dissect that gap and pick up a boundary.
Yet again through the offside. Real class in the Pakistan. Disappointment for Archer. He is being put under pressure. 12 runs off the over. The ball still to go.
He's only talking boundaries here. There's 5 of them to his name again. And it's again short, wide. The class of Babar Azam, the margins anyway. Is very fine. That was there to be put away, and he does just that. The ball is flying off Babar Azam's bat at the moment.
From Mike Burns.